The ownership gap. Let me tell you something that'll change your life if you let it sink in. The richest people in the world are mostly 75% entrepreneurs, 15% investors, 7% inheritors, 3% athletes, entertainers, artists, 0% employees living on a salary alone. Spot the pattern? Entrepreneurs own businesses, investors own assets, heirs own trusts, top performers own rare skills. If you don't own something, you're the one being owned. That's the part most people miss. So, how do you start owning like the 1%? Use the 25-15-50-10 rule. I've used this framework for decades, starting with no money and no qualifications. It's how I became a multi-millionaire, and you can use it at any income level. "25% growth. This first 25% must go into things that grow, not feel-good mindset fluff, assets that appreciate or produce income. Most people get paid, cover the bills, then burn what's left on forgettable stuff. That's why they never own anything valuable. The system loves that. Rich for a week, skint by month end. No buffer, more pressure. Repeat. Fight back. Take 25% off the top and buy assets. Index funds or ETFs, broad, low-effort ownership of the market. Real estate or REITs, high-income skills like copywriting, video editing, sales, coding. Online businesses, digital products, dropshipping once you're ready. The Billy versus Phil wake-up call. Billy invests $200 per month from age 20 for 40 years, puts in $96,000. Phil invests $300 per month from age 30 for 30 years, puts in $108,000. Assuming around 10% annual returns, long-run S&P 500 average, Phil ends with $678,146. Billy ends with $1,264,816. Billy invested less, but ended with around $600,000 more because he started earlier. That's compounding. Start now, even small. How to hold your growth money. UK, open a stocks and shares ISA up to £20,000 a year, gains tax-free. Apps like Trading.12 or Vanguard make this simple. US, consider a Roth IRA, tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement, and your 401k, pre-tax, employer match is free money. 15% stability. This 15% is your safety net. It keeps you from selling investments at the worst time. I learnt this the hard way at 18. Took a loan for a car, engine blew, no savings, more debt, more stress. One bill can wreck everything if you've no buffer.
Target 5 months of core expenses: rent, food, utilities, transport, basic insurance. Store it where it's 50% essentials. Cap essentials at 50%. Most people spend 60 to 70% because luxuries creep in disguised as needs. Essentials are housing, groceries, utilities, transport, basic cover, functional clothes.
Not essentials. Takeaways, unused subs, just-in-case memberships, random upgrades. 2 biggest wins. Housing, renegotiate rent, consider house hacking, spare room, flat share, temporary return home if needed. Aim for under half of your essentials pot. Transport, avoid payments on depreciating cars, buy reliable used. In a city, consider living car-free.
Don't rely on willpower, use rules. Impulse? Wait 7 days. Still wanted? Brand or value? Choose quality use, not logos. Will this improve my life? If no, skip it. Wealth isn't what you see, it's what you don't. The savings, the investments, the options. 10% rewards. This 10% keeps you sane. Without planned enjoyment, people binge spend and blow progress. Make it guilt-free by spending on high-value joy. Experiences or holidays, memories, recovery, perspective. Hobbies, keep the passion alive. Nights out and concerts, maintain your social life. Gifts, strengthen relationships. Preload the fun. Open a separate Joy Jar account. Auto send 10% monthly. When it's gone, it's gone. Next month resets. Putting it together. Ownership like the 1%. 25% growth. Buy assets, build skills, start or scale simple online income. 15% stability. 5 months buffer so one bad week doesn't undo 5 good years. 50% essentials. Live well below your means, not below your dignity. 10% rewards. Enjoy the journey so you can stick with it. This is how you move from earning to owning, like the 1%. Quick starter plan. Open a stocks and shares ISA, Trading.12, Vanguard, etc. Automate a monthly amount into a simple 3-fund mix. S&P 500 and Global Developed Equities, International ex-US, Intermediate Bond Fund. Adjust percent by age and risk. Auto-invest on payday. Build your emergency fund to 5 months while investing. Split the 25%, 15% as needed. Increase income. Stack one high-income skill, feed raises straight into growth. Stick to the 50% essentials cap using the 7-day rule. Ring-fence your 10% joy jar so you don't snap. Start small. Stay consistent. Let compounding do the heavy lifting. It's not about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you make. Own assets, own skills, own your plan. Follow 25, 15, 50, 10. And you won't just look rich for a week, you'll be wealthy for life.
If this message feels close to your heart, that's not a mistake. It's your inner voice telling you it's time for a change. Maybe you're tired of working hard and still feeling stuck. Tired of money coming in and going out with nothing left behind. The good news is you don't have to stay in that cycle. You don't need special skills. You don't need a second job. What you need is the right system. And it's already helping over 55,000 members build real financial freedom. So, here's your choice. Close this video and go back to business as usual, or check the link below and take your first step towards stability, freedom, and the life you know you're meant to live. The opportunity is here. The question is, are you ready to take it?